Hey guys, my name is Cody or Gooch Grinder, and today I'm bringing you a video of my fire team successfully completing the King's Fall raid, specifically the Oryx the Taken King boss fight. This boss fight is incredibly heavy on the mechanics that you've learned throughout the whole entire raid, specifically the Daughters of Oryx boss fight, where you have to jump on the pillars to position the platforms. I'm not going to go into great detail about that. There's several other videos on YouTube from bigger YouTubers that explain that. I'm just going to more show you what worked for my team. Specifically, we were all under the recommended light level. We were all 293, 294. Basically, you're going to kill the adds at the start of the round and drop the knights. We had one guy on each pillar and a guy in the center to help deal with the adds and the ogres that spawn. Basically, once all of the adds were down, took the opportunity to grab ammo and find out where Oryx was going to place the spark first. The spark was down on my side, so our spark carrier is going to grab it, and then I'm going to activate the pad, and I'm going to immediately start DPSing my ogre. Now I know that the last ogre is going to spawn across from me, so the person on the platform across from me is going to DPS his ogre while I assist him with it, because getting that last ogre down can be incredibly difficult. So we pop rockets on him, drop the last ogre. Now our spark carrier has the buff. We drop the knight that he took the buff from, and we have two titans with Ward of Dawn. One puts one out with Weapons of Light. We swing through it. And we were having trouble with doing enough damage to Oryx to stagger him, so basically you have to have the Weapons of Light if you're under the recommended light level. So we stagger him, we go over to our darkness, we go into it to reclaim light, we count down, we detonate the corrupted light, we go back to the bubble and try to DPS the boss. The most important thing is getting damage on him here. You want to have him at half health on the second set of bombs that detonate. So he retreats, we take the opportunity to pick up ammo, and we dodge the rockets that he throws at you. Essentially, we just ran in circles around our pillars with the adds guy running in the center and the other guy running back towards the area where you spawn in at. And you'll know when this round is over because the lights that you're seeing on your screen will disappear. And basically you and your fire team just set back up in your positions, get ready to rinse and repeat the first thing that you did at the start of the boss fight. It's incredibly important that you have two titans with Ward of Dawn and Weapons of Light, and that either one of them have their supers every time, otherwise you will be lacking in damage and Oryx will instantly kill you. Also, we had a hunter with Celestial Nighthawk, and that allowed us to stagger him more efficiently, and it was more of a guaranteed stagger every single time. This boss fight, once you understand the mechanics, actually isn't too terrible. It's just a lot of micromanagement of details, a lot of personal responsibility on each individual player, and getting as much effective DPS on the adds and dropping the key targets as soon as possible. So this phase is exactly identical to the first phase. All the ogres are down. Our spark carrier drops the shield around the knight. We push up to drop the knight. We drop the knight, and then we immediately push to get ourselves in position to do damage on the boss and stagger him. Go into Weapons of Light and DPS. It's incredibly important that you make sure that you hit in that very particular spot in his chest, otherwise you will get immune hit markers. Now that we've staggered him, we go into the darkness, and once we have detonated the corrupt light, we come back, dodge the adds, go through the Ward of Dawn, and DPS the boss and try to get him to half health. You want to just keep spamming him with the most powerful weapons you have. Once he's at half health, he will retreat. And here comes the second phase of the boss fight where the mechanics change drastically. Oryx will spawn, and he will spawn a giant orb of darkness in front of you. and he will start spawning adds, thralls, and knots. And you want to take out the adds, and he's going to one by one take people to this area here, this darkness dimension. Now an echo of Oryx with a huge sword is going to spawn, and if you don't do enough damage to this enemy in time, you will wipe. So basically, just as people pop in, call out which direction that he is and unload on him. I burn my super here to put out some DPS, deal with some adds that do get through the orb. There. And then once you finally drop this Echo of Oryx, you will spawn back outside in the original boss arena, and it's time to do the third round of DPS on the boss. So we're back out where we started. We return to our original positions. I went to grab some orbs and try to pick up some ammo just to be prepared to drop the ogres. And you get back to your original positions, wash, rinse, and repeat. The rotation is going to start on my pillar, so I go up and turn my switch on. And immediately start to drop my ogre. It's really important that you have a super high light level guy in the middle dealing with these ogres and helping get the DPS on them necessary. But essentially from this point on, the boss fight is exactly identical. You just repeat the Echo of Oryx phase, and then once you've finally done enough damage to him on the fourth rotation, you'll think that you've killed him, but he will actually return where he originally spawned, and you guys have to unload on him and have to stagger him one more time. Otherwise he will wipe your team, and that's a pretty awful way to go. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, and there's some substantially more detailed guides on YouTube, but I just wanted to share what worked for my fire team. And like I said, we were all, I think the highest light level guy was a 296, but everybody else was pretty much 293. So yeah, if you enjoy the video, leave a like on it, favorite, subscribe, and thanks for watching. No, save it, save it.
Guardian down.
No, he's not. He's not dead. He's not dead. Revive everything. He's gonna spawn up here. We fucking did it! Woo! Good fucking job.
Guardian down.
I got the scout rifle.